Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Japa circle. And just a few points for contemplation. One is about varying states of determination to chant great rounds. Sometimes one might feel inspired, and other times maybe not so much. So what is the cause of that? And I'll just mention a few points. One of them that Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita is the modes of nature. And therefore, even in the Gita, in the 11th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna says that we should be cultivating sattva in our body, mind, environment, and association. Because when we're in sattva gun, then our determination remains steady. Another is sambandha gyan, that I need a daily reminder of why I'm chanting. Like, where am I now in the land of birth, death, old age, and disease? And where am I going? What's the goal of my chanting? And then there's another category, which is nam tattva, and remembering how Krishna is the source of everything, and he is his name. And then there's practical matters like scheduling. If you don't have a specific schedule for finishing your rounds, you may not finish. And just remembering also the benefits of finishing your vow every day. There's spiritual strength, spiritual integrity. And if I don't, then I'll be lacking in strength and integrity. So we want to come to the point of chanting Shuddha Nam. And to do that, we have to establish steady chanting and not varying in the vow. Or we also have to come to the point of steady determination every day to chant in order to maintain it. So these are just a few thoughts for consideration as we're chanting today. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Read properly. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Om
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Om
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Sit
Hare Hare,
properly.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Ram.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Sit
Rama, Hare
properly.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare.
Krishna. Could we have the definition of the word determination, please? Someone. It has the word terminate or termin, which means there's an end point. You're striving for something. So, after we hear the definition, just see on a scale of one, go ahead, scale of 1 to 10, what level of determination do you have every day? Or steadiness in your determination to chant? Go ahead.
Determination means firmness of purpose and resoluteness.
Can you speak louder, please?
Okay, determination means firmness of purpose and resoluteness.
Firmness of purpose and resoluteness.
It comes from the Latin word determinare, and then it doesn't say what it means. And then it went from Latin, and again Latin to determinatio, and then Old French, and then English, which means determination.
So the word terminus, it's like terminal. There's you're looking for an end point. There's a place where you're going to finish. If you get on a bus, say, where's it going? It's like nowhere really. There's no terminal. So there's a sense also in determination that I'm going to finish what I started. So just the question, as far as steadiness in determination, do you notice any variation in your determination to finish your rounds on a daily basis? That's a real question. Do you, yes or no? So on a scale of 1 to 10, if you're going to give an average, 10 means absolutely determined without wavering, and 1 means that you don't have any determination at all, means you're not chanting. Where are you on the scale of steadiness in your determination to finish every day? It's also a real question. Does anyone want to give a number?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I think
Just to give a number.
maybe 7.
7, and a couple more numbers. 9, he said. Anybody else?
6, Guru Maharaj.
8? Okay. So you notice every day your determination's very high to finish. And some days, do you feel less determined than at other days? Any other numbers? If you're going to average it out?
Probably like 9 or even 10 sometimes.
9, 10, okay. I mean, overall, yeah.
It varies.
Yeah, and that's kind of my point. The varying determination, saying some days I may feel very determined, and other days, is there a time when I feel like, oh, this is very difficult? So there's a variance in the numbers. Thanks for pointing that out. Somebody else.
I would say 6 varies from 8 to 4.
Okay, 6 to 4. So if you notice that some days you feel more determined than at others, then that's kind of natural. But one of the points of practice of chanting is to come to a point where we feel that there's no variation, that we feel strong every day. So at Nishta means where we feel complete steadiness. There's this determination every day where we feel that this is my first and primary duty to finish my rounds, and I feel really inspired to do it. So if there's any gap between the 10 and where I'm at now, I mentioned a few things in the beginning about how to adjust so that we can have more determination in chanting. Does anybody remember any of the points? Yes, Prabhu.
The first point you mentioned about the how to cultivate the sattva, the mode of goodness, that is kind of helps us to have more determination. So I really like that point of having determination.
Thank you. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about determination in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And so how is it in the mode of ignorance, determination? From the Gita or from your own experience?
When mind is wandering and thinking about other things while chanting, and this mode of, I don't know, it's passion or ignorance. I don't know. It comes from so many different thoughts come.
Okay. Shisha?
Sorry, Prabhuji, I would like to know one point which you mentioned in the morning. What is the goal of your chanting? So I'm remembering to get inspired to focus on my chanting.
Yes. So we say those who endeavor to avoid the 10 offenses so we can quickly attain the desired result, which is Krishna Prema. So the goal isn't just to perpetually go on chanting life after life with no results, but we actually want to be increasing. And so we have to remove any obstacles that are on the path to chanting. And one of them that's been suggested is cultivating the mode of goodness. That's something that Krishna recommends in the Gita and also in the 11th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So there's body, mind, environment, all these ways in which I might be affected by the lower modes of nature when I'm chanting, or just the way I'm living can be improved. Can anybody think of a way of being affected by the mode of passion, and then it affects your chanting? Like in lifestyle or environment, body and mind. Yes, Prabhu?
Planning during chanting.
Planning during chanting, right. So maybe thinking of doing something else. And I'm not talking about just during the chanting, but I'm saying in lifestyle in general, how it might affect us when we do sit down to chant. And one of them, the mind is very active still. What's the cause?
When we
Radhakripa, Prabhu, go ahead.
Yes, Hare Krishna Maharaj. So I was just thinking, in mode of passion chanting is, I need to finish my round quickly because stock marketing is opening at 6:30. So it's kind of more driven by something else, right? I have to achieve something.
So environmentally, there's a way that I'm absorbed in other things. I mean, yes, and someone else was speaking up online.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. My point is when I hang out with materialistic people or something that are friends, or then my chanting on next day, it really affects me when I'm chanting.
Okay, so you can notice because of Sangha, whoever you're associating with, then you may have a higher or lower degree of determination to chant because of the association. Okay, friend to save.
Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Also, the time of chanting, when I'm chanting, if I'm chanting, I didn't finish in the early morning, and then chanting during daytime when the mind is very active, so it's very hard to focus. So.
Time of day makes a big difference, and also, what if the place where you're chanting is chaotic, or in disarray, or it's unclean, or something like that? Does that help you chant or not? No. I mean, I've experienced once in Japan, we went to this very serene place. We were staying at Nagaratana's house. He lived in the mountains, and it was right by a stream and a waterfall, and there was no electricity. And the sun was coming up in the morning, and it was a very beautiful atmosphere, and I could just tell the difference because sattva was prevailing, that just Satyade Prabhu and I just felt like sitting there and chanting and not doing anything else. Whereas if you're sitting on a train and there's TVs going, or like on a plane, when there's TVs everywhere, people are running carts up and down and you're trying to chant, and your eyes are going around different places, it might be much more difficult, and the determination might not be as strong, so environment affects us also. So we're developing a list of ways in which we might be our determination to chant might be affected. And it's helpful to look at all of them and then see if I don't feel impetus to chant on a particular day, what is it that's affecting me and how can I adjust it? So this is the life of the way to keep a vow throughout one's life. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Just one more minute. I'll read the list again of elements that affect determination. Says it will unlock, but it's not. Okay. Modes of nature we talked about. So try to cultivate sattva in body, mind, and environment, and association. Next is sambandha gyan. I need a daily reminder why I'm chanting. Where are we now? In the land of birth, death, old age, and disease, where are we going? To the Param Dhamma. And then there's Nam Tattva. If I forget or I don't remind myself what is Krishna's name, that's non-different from Krishna, he's the source of everything, I may become distracted. Another is scheduling. If I don't have a specific schedule for finishing my rounds, I may not finish. And the last one I have listed here is the benefits, remembering the benefits of finishing the vow. One of them is spiritual strength. How valuable is that to have this yoga balena? Otherwise, you get pushed around by your senses. And the other is spiritual integrity. When you have integrity spiritually, that you've completed your vow and you know you're good for it, you carry yourself in a different way, you interact with other people in a different way. And otherwise, there's a sense of guilt and feeling unworthy and so forth. So just considering this point, varying states of determination to chant great rounds and how we can adjust it so that in our lifestyle we're able to keep the vow every day. Any last thoughts? Reflections? All right, let's take some more after we chant some more. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Rama Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Sit
Rama,
properly.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna. There's only a couple minutes left, but let's just see if there's three takeaways from today's circle. Yes.
But I also, when Anand Kishore Prabhu told, I analyzed that yes, the determination is varying kind of. I can see my life also last 1-2 years. It might be that needs to be. So so the way that you mentioned, like all the 4-5 points, like how to develop the sattva, how to have sambandh gyan, how to have the proper scheduling, how to this all actually helps our Nam Tattva. And also the last point, the benefit of the chanting. The benefit of chanting is like really to have that spiritual integrity, to develop that spiritual integrity. So I like that point, and then I can see that can fix the problem and then get to the always stand.
Thank you, Prabhu. 2 more? Make them brief.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. I like your point about serene environment. So when we go out and traveling Sankirtan, we chant like, I remember once in Mount Shasta we went and there was this, we were chanting on the hill and, it was very nice weather and I was feeling, I should just continue to chant more and more. So it was.
Okay, so next Japa circle is at Mount Shasta. Okay, one more from this side. Yes.
Very important to remind every day that Krishna's name is non-different from Krishna. So that. Yes.
Yeah, very important to have the clear idea of Nam Tattva. So the mind knows one thing. Mind's always seeking some profit, but if the mind knows only profit comes from thinking of Krishna, and all profit comes from thinking of Krishna. So there are ways to adjust our overall lifestyle so that our chanting becomes more effective, and also our determination comes up higher and higher on the scale of 1 to 10 so that it's the same every day, fully determined to finish the rounds. And in that condition, we make rapid advancement in devotional service. To the degree that it slides down the scale, to that degree it takes longer and can feel like I'm getting beat up by the modes of material nature. So let us Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev, Shri Harinam Prabhu, if you so desire, please empower us to be fully steady and determined, steady in our determination to chant and finish our prescribed number of rounds every day with full focus. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this in part or in whole. Please say Hare Krishna.
Hare
Vancha
Krishna.
kalpaduruscha, kripa sindhubheva cha